Hi guys, today I'll be reviewing the Tanchjim Kara. This is an IM I'm very excited about because I really do love how the Tanchjim Kara look. So when I got it in for review, I was really excited to review this, and you know what, I wasn't wrong. I really love this IM. But before I start the review, I just want to say a huge thanks to Grave Audio or Grav Audio from AliExpress. They are an AliExpress store. You can check a Grav Audio store out. They are an AliExpress store. They have wide variety of DACs, amps, IEMs, DAPs, and everything available at their store. They have all the latest IEMs you can think of available, and they have all the latest DAPs available at their store. They do have a discount coupon running at the store as of making this video, so you can go and check out the store in AliExpress. I'll be leaving a link down below, yeah, huge thanks to them. But rest be assured, all the opinions you're about to hear are my own. They haven't paid me anything, or not are they watching the video before you are watching it, so they do not have any review input on this. So all the thoughts and opinions you're about to hear are my own. So yeah, let's start with the build quality and comfort. Just look at this IM. It is very beautiful. I mean, it is transparent. You can see the circuitry inside, and also you can check the DD inside over here. Right, and as you can see, these are the tubes, which are the tubes which is heading out to the nozzle, and as you can see, the BAs are not inside the nozzle. It is inside the cell. So what happens is, when the BA is inside the cell, you do not get the shoutiness which you generally find in most cheap BA IMs, wherein the BAs are shoved inside the nozzle, and BAs are shoved over here, and you find a lot of shout over there. So that is not the case with this. So the BAs are inside, and Tanchjim has thought of that and has done a lot of good things over here with this shell design and circuitry and everything else. Now the build quality is solid, so I haven't had any issues with the build quality. The cable is also very good, very malleable, very supple. Sadly, it is not a modular cable. It comes with only 3.5. At the price range, I would expect it would at least come with a modular cable, because there are cheaper IEMs like the Let's Shure S12 Pro, which is $130 or $120 or sometimes even $100 during a sale, and that has a modular cable. So I would like if this had a modular cable. It doesn't have the modular cable. This is the case of the Tanchjim Kara. Apparently this is a waterproof case. That is, if the water does touch on the surface, nothing happens, and the case is really solid, really thick, a chunky case, and it is lined with velvet. You can easily put the IEMs inside and have a DAC or dongle, and carry it around. But only thing is that the case is really good. There is no doubt in that, and really premium. Looks really, it can easily go for $1,000 IEM case. I really like the case, but the only thing is that it's a bit impractical. And since this is white, I have already dirted it once over here, but I did clean it off. But I have already dirted it, so I don't know how practical it is to use it for a day-to-day life. All right, and this is the card which you get. It looks really beautiful, as you can see. This is a postcard you get. Also, these are the two sets of tips you get. One is the treble tips, and one is the bass tips. So depending on what kind of tips you use, you will have a different. The left is the bass tip, and right is the treble enhancing tips. And the bass enhancing tips, what it does is it enhances the bass, and also it does eats up the soundstage a bit. And the treble enhancing tips, what it does is enhances the treble and also the soundstage. So depending on what you like, you can try them out, and it really works out really well. What I would also like if Tanchjim had provided a foam tips, because many people have said online that using foam tips is really helpful for the Tanchjim Kara, and it helps with the fit and also improves the bass a lot. These are very comfortable to wear, and I have had no issues wearing them for 5 to 6 hours. Also, these have no driver flex. It has been done really well. Also, Tanchjim designed the tips so that you will not have any driver flex or any fatigue. So that is also a good thing. Tanchjim has put a lot of R&D into that from what I have seen. Also, these uses two Sonian 239 dBA, which are for the mid-range and the treble. They also use two custom BA for the upper mid-range, which is about 10 kilohertz if I'm not wrong. And also there is a single DD for just the bass region, and the BAs, as I said, are inside the shell and not on the nozzle. So what happens is with that, you do not get that shout which I was speaking about. As you can see, the BAs are inside the shell, and you can see there is a tubings which are going to the nozzle. The sound of the Tanchjim Kara, I would describe it as very mid-centric. It has a great and a fantastic smooth mid-range, and also the vocals are really good, especially female vocals. When I was listening to Sakura or Hanawa Sakura by Ikimonogakari, or Naoko Isamu's song, the vocals are so good. It's like she's singing near your ear and she's giving a personal concert for you. It is absolutely fantastic as to how good the vocals sound in this IEM. I think so it punches above the price point for its for its vocals. It is that good. One more thing I was really surprised about is I'm really susceptible to the BA timbre. So whenever there is a BA timbre, I do not really like it, but the Tanchjim Kara doesn't have any BA timbre. If you gave me this IEM and you told that is there any does this use any BA, I would not guess it at all. I mean, that is fantastic. I haven't heard any IEM which is BA, and I haven't heard any BA timbre, right? That thing is really surprising to me, and I really like that. Also the imaging is really good. So when I'm watching movies or playing games, the imaging to left to right as to where the gunshots are coming, as to how getting a sense of the space in a song is also really good, and it is just plain awesome. The imaging is really good. Also these tips do change, so do see what is the preferred tips for you, and if you have any aftermarket tips, also try them, because the Tanchjim Kara is very tip sensitive. So if you use the wrong tips, you will not have that good sense of imaging I was talking about. So do see what tips you have and use them. I would say this tips works really well. The whiteboard, that helps with the soundstage a lot, soundstage and imaging a lot. Now talking about the soundstage specifically in songs, like for example, one of the songs which I test is Galactic Funk by Cassiopeia live in the 1985 Ryogokan. There is this instruments which is going left and right, and also the audience who are in the background, and that sense of soundstage, if you hear it in a good IEM like something like the Tanchjim Kara, you'll really understand how it feels like. It will be like it's like almost you're in the performance. It is recorded very well, so the soundstage is really good when you use it with this IEM. Also Yumeji by NaNoWriMo, that is a song which I've been listening for a while, for now. When the song starts, there is this instrument playing on the bottom left, right, and when I was listening to that song, it's almost felt like someone was behind me and playing that instrument. So I was just turning around and looking back as to if someone is there, and that was really awesome with the Tanchjim Kara. I was really surprised as to how good the soundstage is. It almost felt like an open back headphone. Really good soundstage. I highly if you like good soundstage like me, have a look at the Tanchjim Kara. I know there are many people who do not like good soundstage. They do like a cramped or a short soundstage in an IEM, but I'm not one of them. I do like a wide spacious soundstage, and the Tanchjim Kara is that. It's a sub bass focused, but for my taste, I would like the sub bass to be a bit more. For example, when I'm listening to Hollow 16-bit remix by Bjork, or when I'm listening to Crack Crackle by Classy, the sub bass is a bit timid in my opinion. It doesn't have that punch. I would like a bit more punch, a tad bit more punch. I know some might not like it, but I do like that punch. So in that range, the sub bass I would say a bit more lacking. In no way or shape or form will I say that the sub bass is bad. I would just say for my taste, it's a bit lacking. For some people, the sub bass might be too much, or some people the sub bass might be perfect. So that is something I cannot guess, but in my opinion, in my for the songs which I like and how I like it, I would say the sub bass is a bit lacking. Now let's talk about the mid-range. Mid-range is fantastic. As I said, it's a very mid-centric IEM. You will love if you love something mid-centric. The male vocals are also really good. When I'm listening to Chris Cornell, Bill Withers, or Akim Rekal, these are the three singers I listen to, in terms of male vocal. They sound that dark chocolatey velvety voice which they have, and it comes across very well in this. I was surprised that if it does female vocals so well, the male vocals will be a bit back, but that doesn't happen over here. Although there is a dip in the region in the male vocals, but the male vocal sounds really good. Now coming to the female vocals, this is the part where the Tanchjim Kara shines. Now coming to the treble and the treble extension region, this is where it might be a bit controversial for some. If you are a treble lover, I will highly suggest that do not buy this IEM, because this is not for you. This has a very dark treble. So it is not for someone who likes treble. It is not highly it is not it doesn't give you that shiny, sparkly, very shiny treble which you are expected in planar IEMs. Although it is not the best treble out there, but it does the good enough job. One more thing is I will suggest that if what I did was I used it with my FIO BTR5, and what happens is the FIO BTR5 is a bit of a bright neutral. So with the bright neutral FIO BTR5 and using it in high gain, that time the Tanchjim Kara shined really well. Tanchjim Kara is an IEM which does require a bit of amping, because if you use this without amping or if you just plug it directly on your smartphone, what happens is it sounds a bit limp. Everything sounds a bit limp. I really highly suggest that you do not drive this out of your smartphone. Have some kind of amp, or at least a cheap dongle rack, so that you can amp it up properly, because without amping I don't think so this IEM really sounds that good. Because if you buy this IEM and spend $200 or $150, you will be a bit disappointed, because it doesn't really sound that good in your from your smartphone. Now, tip rolling, as I said, is very important for the Tanchjim Kara, because between these two, I would say for the $200 price point, I would expect at least one more set of tips, like at least one set of foam tips. But hey, they didn't give that, that's okay. But try whatever tips you have at your home, or buy some tips, ask for suggestions in the audio forums. And these two tips are enough for me, but for some people, they have also wanted to use spin fits or final audio tips, or Duno SNS, or your foam tips. I myself did try the foam tips. I didn't like it that much, so I'm not using it. I'm using the whiteboard tips. So yeah, it is very tip dependent, because depending on the tip, you will be having a limp bass or a great bass. You will be having a very sparkly treble or a very good treble. On the mid range also can depend on that. So it is very, very, very tip dependent. So be careful when you get it, and do some tip rolling, and then you arrive at a conclusion. This is my review of the Tanchjim Kara. I really love this IEM. I'm glad that I got this opportunity to review this IEM. The Tanchjim Kara along with the BTR5 has been my favorite pair. I mean, I love it, because the treble, the missing treble which I said in the review of the Tanchjim Kara, does get highlighted by the FIO BTR5, and it does get the required amping from the FIO BTR5 at its high gain. So I really love that. So I highly suggest have a look at the Tanchjim Kara. Thanks again, Grave Audio or Grav Audio, for sending me this review unit. I'm really happy that I got a chance to review this, because this is an IEM which a lot of people aren't talking about as to how good this sounds. For me, this is like one of my favorite IEMs as of now. I know I've been hyping out a bit, and I know the treble isn't really the best, but still I really do like this IEM. It is very comfortable too, and also it looks really good. As you can see, it looks really good, transparent. I would love if this was completely transparent and this Kara name was not there. Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate to everyone who has liked, who has commented on my video, who has subscribed to my channel. It really helps out a lot. I would really appreciate if you could like my video, if you could subscribe to my channel. That helps out a lot. It is completely free, and I'll be trying to bring in more reviews. There are some other reviews in the pipeline which I'm trying to bring in, and if you have any doubt about this IEM, you could ask me in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye.